Lovelies, we've got our exam review, chapter 8. So we're writing the following as ratios. Remember, ratios are a fraction, or you can use colons instead. Make sure to simplify and convert to the same unit. So the units are the most important part here. Head Miss Burris versus the dog. So we're going to go Burris over dog. And I'm going to put everything in inches. So I'm going to have 30 on the bottom because it's already in inches. But Miss Burris, okay, 5 foot times 12 gives me 60, plus that extra 5 means Miss Burris is 65 inches. So 65 over 30 is 13 over 6, or 13 to 6. Width of a basketball court, length of a basketball court. It is already in feet, so that's pretty easy. That reduces to 25 over 46. Days of school, days of summer, 6 to 76. Probably should have made it hours, right? 3 to 38. Easy enough. Okay, these are a little bit harder. The perimeter. Perimeter is adding up all my sides. The side lengths are in this ratio. What are the measures of each side? Okay, remember. So ratios can all be multiplied by the same thing to get your actual answers. So like if I have a quad, it's 1x plus 3x plus 4x plus 6x. Gives me my perimeter of 112. So that is going to be 10, 14x equals 112. So x is equal to 8. And then to find the measures of each side, I just need to plug it back in. So it's going to be 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4 is 32. And 6 times 8 is 48 inches. The measures of the angles of a triangle. Okay, angles of a triangle add up to 180. So 1x plus 2x plus 3x equals 180 degrees. So that's 6x equals 180. So x is 30. So that's 30, 60, 90 degrees. I'm just plugging that 30 back in. Solving for the indicated values. We're just cross multiplying, loves. 4 times 13 is 52. X times 52 is 52x. Divide by 52, x is 1. All right, make sure you divide the whole thing. So 16 times 2 is 32x plus 16 equals 40x. 16 equals 8x, x equals 2. All right. 3m plus 3 equals 15m. 3 equals 12m. Divide by, so that's going to be 3 over 12, or 1/4, or 0.25. Okay, here we are simplifying radicals. Lucky for you, my calculator does it. So but we also know the square root of 64 is 8. You can always change these to decimal form. It is a multiple choice test. Change them all to decimals. Compare them that way. That's okay. So we know 150 can be broken up into 25 times 6. Gives you 150. And the square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 6 you can't do anything to. So it's just 5 times root 6. 98 can be broken up into root 49 times 2. So that's 7 times root 2. And then 48 can be broken up into root 16 times root 3. But don't forget that 3. I'm going to bring it down so I don't forget it. So then I end up with 3 times 4 times root 3. So 12 root 3. Given that they're similar, solve for the indicated values. Okay, scale factor of going from ABC to DEF. So I've got new, old. DEF, new, old. So that's going to be 12 over 20 is 6 over 10 is 3 over 5. So that means x, let's see, 12 over 20 equals 6 over x. I'm going to drag that over here so you can see where I'm doing what. 6 times 20 is 120, divided by 12 is 10. And then the measure of angle F is going to be the same as measure of angle C, 27 degrees. All right, but if I'm going backwards, this becomes new and this becomes old. So it's just 5 over 3, which is fine. Y, you can still solve the same way. Let's see, if I just go ahead and say 20 over 12 equals y over 15, doesn't matter, going to get the same answer. 20 times 15 divided by 12 gives me 25. And then the measure of angle B, ooh, I'm going to have to solve for it. Okay, I know that's 82. So I can do 180 minus 82 minus 27, which is 71 degrees. Fill in the blanks about how to prove triangle similar. Blank to prove triangle similar when two pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. If you have two angles congruent, it is angle similarity. To prove triangles are similar when three pairs of sides, that's going to be side, 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 because three sides are proportional, not congruent. Thank you. And then when two pairs of sides are proportional, and the inside angle, it's got to go in the right order, side angle, side, are congruent. Determine whether they're similar or not, and then say why. So this is where we get to practice what we just did. So here, I have a little triangle and a big triangle. Those two triangles share this angle. So maybe this is going to be side angle side. Let's see if my sides are proportional. So if I go little over big, 28 over 28 plus 7 is 35. Little over big equals little over big. Let's see, are those going to be proportional? I don't think so. 28 over 35 is 4/5. 30 over 38. No, those do not equal each other, so they are not proportional. Not similar. Can't do anything. All right, this is looking like it might be some angles up in here because I know that's going to be 62 because it's a vertical angle. Let's see. Let's do some math. I got 180 minus 62 minus 78 means this guy is 40 and that's 42. So that does not work. All right, looks like it could be side angle side. So 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 3 is 15. Yes, this is going to be side angle side because it's got an angle in between two proportional sides. Let's check our order. So E, F, G, it goes short, angle, long. So R, T, S. All right, let's check and see if these are proportional. Long with long, short with short. So the longest on this side is 35 over 25. And then we're going to have 28 over 20. And 22 over 16. Does that all work out? Let's see that. No. This one's the same. This one's the same. That one is not. So we are not similar. Angles are the same. These angles are the same, so yes by angle, angle. Let's see. E, G, F goes E, G, H, or J, G, H. Order matters. All right, I got a right angle. Let's see, long to long. So U to U, 51 over 46.75, and 48 over 44. 12 over 1. 12 over 1. So side angle side, and CAN, that's short right angle, so is VLH. Given similar triangles, solve for the indicated values. All right, it's all about finding which ones are proportional. They are. So let's see. A, B, C. So A, B was the first one we said. Goes to A, V, W. So those go together, which means these go together. All right, here we go. 10/16 equals, I'm going to stick with the top over the bottom, 12 over y. So I'm going to do 12 times 16 divided by 10. $19.2. And then 10 over 16 equals x over 28. So I'm going to do 10 times 28 divided by 16. 17.5. All right, ABC, big triangle, ABC, AED, great, okay. We're gonna look for X, great. So we've got little to big equals little to big. This one takes a little bit more math. 15 times 28 is 240. Make this a little smaller so I can fit everything. 15 times 28 is 420 equals 40x plus 60 minus 60 on both sides is 360 equals 40x, and then divide is 9. X is 9, which means BC is 2 times 9 plus 3, which is 21. We're getting there. Okay, they just say they're similar, so we're gonna have to make some assumptions here. We're gonna say the 20 and the X go together. Which one looks like short to short? It looks like these two are short and these two are long. Make sure that you double check that. I should have given you letters so that you could do it for real. So let's see, 10 over 24 equals 20 over X. 24 times 20 divided by 10. X is 48. And then 10 over 24 equals 16 over y. So 24 times 16 divided by 10 gives me 38.4. Given similar triangles, solve for the indicated values. Okay. When you have the parallel lines, you can just go part to part instead of part to whole. So part to part and part to part like that. So 45 over 52 equals 18 over X. There is more than one correct way to do that. You end up, though, doing 52 times 18 divided by 45. Gives you 20.8. All right, yet again, I can do part to part because I have these parallel lines. Part to part, part to part. So let's see, let's go X plus 8 over 20 equals 2X minus 5 over 22.5. This takes a little bit more math. We'll be all right. Oops, that's a 5. I just lost his hat. All right, 22.5X plus, let's see, 22 times 8 is 180 equals 40X minus 100. So let's go ahead and get rid of my X's here. I'm going to say minus that. So 40 minus 22.5 17.5, 180 equals 17.5x minus 100 plus 100, 280 equals 17.5x. So 280 divided by 17.5 gives me 16. Love it when it comes out even. Last but not least, okay, it gave me the whole, so I'm going to go ahead and figure out my part right here. So 45 minus 27 gives me an 18. And now I can do part to part and part to part. So I'm going to say that 3x minus 9 over 27 equals x plus 11 over 18. Yet again, algebra. 54x minus 9 times 18, 162 equals 27x plus 7 times 11, 297. All right, 54 minus 27x gives me 27. Add 297 plus 162. Divide by 27 gives me x equals 17. All right, given similar figures, find the similarity ratio, perimeter ratio. All right, similarity and perimeter are always going to be the same. That is because perimeter, think, is just in inches, right? Well, similarity is just your sides. It's just in inches. So here I can go 50 over 60, or new over old, or 60 over 50. It's the same difference. I'm going to go 50 over 60. Gives me 5 over 6, which is also 5 over 6. If you did 6 over 5, no problem, all the same. Now, area, though, you got to square. Area is always going to be inches squared. So that's going to be 25 over 36. Or flipped. If you flipped it, that's fine. All right, so my area ratio here is going to be 845 over 605. Let's see what that reduces to. 845 over 605. Whoops. Is 196 or 169 over 121. All right, so to go backwards, remember area is squared. To go backwards, I need to square root that. So I'm going to take the square root of 169, which is 13, and 121, which is 11. Gives me 13 over 11. 13 over 11. If you did 11 over 13, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Remember, then volume is going to be cubed. I hope that that helps with chapter 8.